If you're new to Cash App, let me show you a step-by-step guide on how to get it, set it up, and then use it. Cash App is a payment service that allows users to transfer money from one another using a phone app. It was developed originally by Square and has features like peer-to-peer payments, a Cash App physical card, banking, investing options, and more. If you're completely new to Cash App and you haven't started yet, I'll put a referral link below so that when you sign up and make your first transaction, we'll both get a small bonus. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Again, use the link in the comments or find and open the App Store. Once you're inside of here, use the search feature to search for Cash App, and then when you find it, go ahead and install it. Once it's finished installing, you can open it up from here or close the App Store and go ahead and open it from your home screen here. The first time that you open up Cash App, you'll need to sign up with either your email or a phone number. If you or somebody on your phone has already used Cash App in the past, but they're currently signed out, then your home screen is going to look like this. But if it's the first time that you ever open up Cash App, you'll need to sign up with either your email or your phone number. Choose which one you want to use, and then go ahead and enter it in here. Just remember that in the future, this is what's going to be associated with your account. Once you enter it, go ahead and hit next, and it'll then send a security code to however you chose, either email or phone number. Once you get it, go ahead and enter it here to confirm. The next step will be setting up linking your bank account using a debit card if you have one. You can skip this if you want to for now, but having your accounts linked is going to make it way easier when paying someone or transferring money from your own accounts. So I'll go ahead and enter my debit card info here and then continue to the next step. After that, you'll need to enter in your personal information, starting with your full name. After you enter your name, go ahead and enter your date of birth. Next, we'll need to choose our cash tag. Your cash tag is a unique username that you'll use so that other people can easily find you. You may need to try a few before you can find one that's available, but when you do, you'll get a confirmation here. Next, you'll be asked to enter in your zip code, and then you'll need to set up your cash PIN as a backup if you use security measures like Face ID. Enter the cash PIN that you want to use, and then confirm again. Sometimes you may be asked if you want to check out the Cash App card right away here, but we're not going to worry about that in this video, so we can go ahead and hit skip on the bottom left. The next thing you can do is sync your contacts to Cash App. You can do this if you want to add any friends that may also be using Cash App, or you can again skip this step by using the X on the top right for now, and then just manually entering them later as you need to. After we're done setting all of this up, we'll then be ready to start using Cash App. Now, before we get any further, again, like I said in the beginning, I do have a referral code that you can use so that after you make your first transaction, we'll both get $5 added to our accounts. To enter a referral code, tap your profile icon on the top right of the screen. Once you're inside of here, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and then you'll see an option for referral code here above sign out. Tap this, and then enter in the referral code that you have. Again, if you want to use mine, my referral code is 5H37LC5. Just enter it in here and then hit enter. And again now, after the first transaction that you make, we'll both get $5. Okay, so now that we have Cash App set up, let's go ahead and take a look at how to use it. If you set up your debit card earlier, then you'll be all set to start sending money to other users. But if you skip that step during setup, we can look at how to add a bank, a debit, or a credit card now. From the homepage here, tap your profile icon on the top right of the screen. Once you're inside of here, scroll down a little bit, and then here near the center, you're going to see linked banks. Choose this. Here you're going to find a list of any accounts that you have currently attached to your Cash App account. Again, this is going to be debit cards, banks, or credit cards. To add one of these, you just choose it here from the list and then follow through the steps. One thing to note here is, credit cards do have a fee when you use these. Right now, it's 3%, so if you don't want to get hit with that fee, then just stick to banks or debit cards. Let's say that since I already added a debit card, I want to go ahead and add my bank account. I'll choose Link Bank, and then hit Continue. From the list that comes up, find or search for your bank. Right now, there's over 12,000 banks that are available to link, so as long as you use a common one, you should be fine. Choose your bank, and then log in with your username and password from there. This is going to be the actual login that you use on your bank's website. Some banks may just ask for the routing and account number, so follow through however yours wants you to connect. Once you're done, you'll then see the account listed inside of the linked banks. And now that we have this, we can send other people money without having a Cash App balance in our own account. So let's now look at how to send money to someone. Head back to the main Pay screen by tapping the money icon on the bottom center of the page. Next, enter the amount of money that you want to send, and then on the bottom right of the screen, tap the Pay button. Next, enter the person that you want to send the money to. You can find them by searching their full name, using their cash tag, email, or phone number. If you've synced your contacts, you can also find them from the list below. After you choose the person, you can then add a note for what the payment's for. Say if you went out for coffee and your friend covered the bill. Next, choose how you want to send the money. We're going to stick to cash, but you could also send it to the other person as a gift card to a location, some stocks, or Bitcoin. Again, for the most part, you're just going to want to stick to cash. Once you have all of this filled out, we can then confirm where the money's coming from. At the top center of the screen, you'll see the amount that you're sending, and then under that, where it'll pull from. Go ahead and choose this. From the pop-up that appears, we can then select where the funds will be pulled from, depending on what you've set up so far. If you have a balance already inside of Cash App like I do here, it'll automatically pull from that first. But if you don't, or if you don't want to use it, you can also choose your debit card, which is why we set it up earlier. Make your choice here, and then when you're ready, tap Pay on the top right of the screen. Confirm the payment with the cash pin that we set up earlier, and then the money will be sent to the other user. After that, they'll get an alert that they've received the payment, and it'll be added to their Cash App balance. If the person you're paying doesn't have a Cash App account, they're still going to get the payment and the notice, but they'll have to first create their own Cash App account to accept it. Something to be aware of if that happens. So now we know how to send money to someone, but what about requesting? To do this, head back to the main screen here by tapping the money icon on the bottom center. Next, enter the amount of money that you're requesting from the other person, and then this time tap Request on the bottom left of the screen. Just like before, search and choose the person that you're requesting from, add a note for what the request is for, and then when you're ready, tap Request on the top right. It'll then send the request to the other user, where they can then pay you through the app using whatever funding source that they have set up. Once they pay, you'll get an alert and the money will then be added to your cash balance. A quick shortcut if you're close to the person that you're sending or requesting from is by using your custom QR codes. To find these, back on the money screen here, tap on the square looking icon here on the top left of the screen. This will then open up your camera where you can then scan the other user's QR code. To find yours, just tap My Code on the bottom right of the screen. It'll then generate your QR code where the other user can then use their app to scan it. Again, this is just a shortcut that Cash App added to make it easier to quickly pay and request from each other. Okay, so now we've sent or received some money and we want to check our cash balance in our account. Down on the bottom menu bar, tap the first icon on the left to get to the money overview page. Here at the top, you'll see cash balance and how much money you currently have in your Cash App account. If you're just getting started, this may be zero until you get some payments in or you fund your account. Let's go ahead now and take a look at how to add money from our bank account that we linked earlier. Here at the top, tap Add Money. Here we have two options. We can add money instantly again through the bank that we just set up, or we can also actually deposit paper money through a retailer. If you choose deposit paper money here at the bottom, use your location to search for a store that's near you. Once you find one, go to the physical location, tap Show Barcode here at the bottom, and then show the cashier this barcode. Once you pay them, it'll take a $1 fee, and then it'll send the money to your account. But let's use the bank account that we linked earlier. Again, back on the money screen here, tap Add Money, and then choose the amount that you want to add from the list here. If you want to add an amount that's not listed, you can also tap the three dots here and then manually enter it. Confirm, and then when you're ready, tap Add at the bottom. After that, enter in your cash pin that you set up, and then you'll get the confirmation that it's transferring the money to your account. And we can go ahead and tap Done on the bottom, and now I see that the money that I added is instantly here now. And once you have some money inside of your Cash App balance, you can use it to send or pay other users without needing to tap into your bank or your debit card like we did earlier. Now, let's say that we just received a payment from somebody, you accepted it, and it's sitting in your account. But maybe you don't want it inside of here, or you just need to pull it to put into your bank account for something else. As long as we have that bank account linked, we can easily move our funds where and when we need to. Here at the top again, under your cash balance, tap Withdraw. Next, use the slider to adjust how much of your balance that you want to take out. You can take the entire balance or as little as you want. Make that selection and then tap Withdraw at the bottom. Next, choose how fast you want the money transfer to take. You can transfer for free, but it does take a couple of days, or you can choose an instant for a small fee. As you can see here, mine's only 25 cents. Make your choice and then it'll start the money transfer in the time that you selected. So this was a basic overview of how to get set up and then started using Cash App. There are other things that you can do inside of Cash App, like buy Bitcoin and stocks, create a savings account, file taxes, and more. I have separate videos on the channel for all of these if you want to check them out, but the things that we covered inside of this video are for the most part what you're going to be using it for. One thing that you might want to do next is order and get started using a Cash App physical card. I have another full tutorial on how to sign up and get your first card, and I'll link it here so you can check that out. If you have any other questions, just let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching.